Hey, number 1204, got your card, and I see that you are just struggling with fitting in, and you wonder, why are you struggling with that? Can't I just be the way that I am? My friends encourage me, they say that you're smart and cool, but you just don't always feel that, and one, you're not alone in that, but the thing that I want to encourage you with is just, rather than focusing honestly even on who you are, I'd encourage you, man, the focus should be on not who you are, but whose you are. I love the verse Psalm 73, verse 26. It says, "My flesh and heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." I love that passage because ultimately, you won't always be the smartest or the coolest. Ultimately, there are days where our flesh and heart, they do fail. We do mess up. We're all sinful people and we don't always get it right. And so ultimately, our flesh and heart, they will fail us. Romans tells us, like, for all of sin and fall short of the glory of God. So ultimately, even where friends may be, encouraging and saying, "Hey, you're smart and cool. Why are you worried about fitting in?" But you feel this, I don't know if that's actually true. Well, it's kind of because it's not always true. Our flesh and heart, they do fail us. And so my encouragement would be not just to focus on who you are of, man, am I super smart? Do I get straight A's always, every time? Do I always have the 4.0, or am I going to be in the AP classes or the honors classes? Rather than that being the focus of, am I cool? Do I say the right things? Do I wear the right clothes? Do I fit in? And focusing on who you are in all those ways, those are going to fail at some point. It may not be till college, it may not be till grad school, but someday you might get a B. Someday you might flunk a test. Someday you might not be number one or top of your class, or you might not wear the right thing, or you might say something dumb or trip in front of your peers, and smartest or coolest, your flesh and heart are going to fail you. And so rather than focusing on building all of that up and who am I would encourage you, focus on whose are you, because where my flesh and heart may fail, God is the strength of our heart and our portion forever. And so where those things fail, ultimately, God never fails. He is perfect. He is faithful. He is everlasting. And so what he wants to build in you, the confidence he wants to build in you, and the identity he wants to root you in, and the foundation he wants to lay for you, that nothing can tumble or shake that, because God is trustworthy. He's not going anywhere. Even if you trip, or if you flunk a test, or you don't get into the honors class or the college of your choice, even if that doesn't happen, God doesn't say, "Oh, well, you're not the smartest anymore, so I don't want anything to do with you." No, he says, "Guess what? I love you just as much as I did yesterday. I love you just as much as when you got the A+ and were number one in your class. I care for you, and I have good plans for you still. And I want to be a foundation for you, because where your flesh and heart may fail, I don't. God's a perfect God. His son Jesus lived the perfect life that you and I are unable to do and unable to live. And then he died on a cross to pay for our imperfections. So rather than focusing so much on who you are and being built up in just your own personal things, I encourage you, focus on whose you are. What does God's word have to say about you? So dive into the Bible. Dive in personally of, hey, who are you, God? Who are you? What do you have to say about me? What is it that you want to root my life in? Because that changes everything. And it takes the focus off of our own flesh and heart, because we know, like his word said, ultimately it's going to fail at some point. But let God be the strength of your heart. Let him be this one to sustain you for the moments that you do stumble, and for the moments that we don't quite get it right. Let him be your identity, so you're ready and prepared for the times that might shake you. That man, God's love didn't shake about me, because his love for me isn't based on my performance. His thoughts about me, if God thinks I'm cool or not, if he delights over me, if he thinks I'm awesome, that doesn't change based on if I wear the right thing or say the right thing or fit with the right group of people. He just says that he loves me because he made me. I'm his own creation. So I encourage you, focus on not who you are, but whose you are. Psalm 73:26. And no, number 1204, you're just ultimately so loved. The Father loves you. We love you. We'd love to talk more anytime. Feel free to come grab me if you'd ever like to talk more. Would love to pray with you. Would love to encourage you and just hear more about your life personally. So thank you again for sharing. Thankful for you.